An aging workforce on Cape Cod requires active young professionals be ready and qualified to take over in the coming years. But due to the seasonality and limited job options, finding a career as a young person can be intimidating. But there is hope. The Cape Cod Young Professionals, also known as CCYP, was established in 2005 and are devoted to providing career development and civic engagement opportunities to young people and future leaders living on Cape Cod. They held their 14th annual community breakfast, where individuals of all ages, organizations, and businesses attended to discuss the local workforce challenges and opportunities.
So Cape Cod Young Professionals, CCYP, is an organization that was created to advance, connect, and engage the young professionals here on Cape Cod. This is the 14th annual community breakfast of CCYP. Every year we come together, have an event like this where we like to give our membership an overview of what we've been doing for the past year and really highlight our big achievements and what we've accomplished.
Rogers Gray is a big supporter of CCYP. Actually, two of us sitting at that table, we're on the founding board of directors, and we continue to support the organization, certainly for all the good works that they do here on the Cape, but really from a recruiting angle for us, trying to find engaged young professionals on the Cape to join our organization.
So, what are some unique challenges that young professionals face on Cape Cod?
The young professionals, which we've loosely defined as 45 and under, we don't really stay here on Cape Cod. A lot of people move away. So Cape Cod Young Professionals was really founded to make sure that we were retaining that young workforce here on the Cape. It's very hard, from what we've seen, to be able to find work, establish a family, all sorts of things like that when you're in this younger demographic here on the Cape. It's the support networks aren't necessarily there, the opportunities aren't necessarily there. So CCYP was really founded in order to fill that niche, in order to connect the younger workforce with that. With the rest of the Cape Cod community. There's just a lot of lesser job opportunities. Just again, the dynamic here is just very different than the rest of Massachusetts. Two of the bigger things that we face, which are more connected to, which are kind of ancillary to problems with the workforce, are problems with childcare and problems with housing. So housing affordability around here and accessibility is one of those things that is harder for our young professionals to be able to meet. So we've been advocating for things such as the accessory dwelling units, more housing and accessibility on Cape Cod so that our younger workforce actually has a place where they can live here on the Cape while they're working here. And the other thing is childcare. Again, we're promoting the accessibility of affordable childcare around here because it's one of the same problems that you see nationwide, that a lot of our younger workforce can't actually afford to work and have their kids in childcare, if they can even find childcare at all, because around here, as you know, on Cape, it's very limited supply of childcare.
There are good jobs out there to be had. I mean, it's if you talk to any employer here on the Cape, it's a challenge to find really great employees, engaged employees, but housing continues to be the number one issue that that we're seeing from a young professional standpoint.
Rosalina Costa, Secretary of Labor and Workforce Development for Massachusetts, spoke about the obstacles of an aging workforce.
And between 2010 and 2016, and this is really important for my friends at CCYP, the 25 to 44-year-old population on the Cape has declined by 10%, while those over 60 has increased by 13%. So that can be a very daunting statistic for us, as we need more workers because we have more retiring workers. We have fewer young people.
If you're a young professional seeking to network and build your career, CCYP is a great starting place.
This is an amazing event, amazing organization. It's how I got my start, meeting a lot of people here on Cape, and I would highly recommend coming to one of our after hours or one of our new Connect events.
Make sure that you're part of CCYP because the connections that you're going to make through the organization really are going to lead you to the jobs that really sometimes just don't even get posted.
For more information, visit CapeCodYoungProfessionals.org. In Harwich, for Cape Media News, I'm Emily Tullock.